Real Housewives of New York season finale. This is part 2 of my thoughts. We gonna laugh. I'm sorry. The episode was dark, but there were some funny parts. I'm RAYCH Jackson. I talk about movies and TV. Make sure you find me other places.
Welcome to Ray Jackson's YouTube channel. Make sure you hit subscribe. Yeah.
Brynn is the white passing Carly Red. If you watch Love and Hip Hop, it makes sense. Nothing else going on in her life but stirring up mess. At least Carly Red shows some businesses. Brynn just stirring up mess. When Brynn started crying and was like, why can't we, as a black woman should be able to make money. I can't hold you. It was a deep part of the episode to other people because I started laughing. Mind you, this woman just made fun of Uba for working at Dress Barn. You're not Naomi Campbell. Clearly, if they were close at one time, she knows that these are digs that hurt too. So, but I told y'all, we need to put Brynn up in a dictionary next to white passing, bro. Like, and then here come Raquel and her confessional. As women of color, girl, man, gone, Raquel, this is serious. Because remember, at the time, it was very serious. I legit, at the time, thought Uba knew. And I was like, oh my God, like this is so crazy. And slowly but surely, that pendulum swung back. Jessel, VIP. Yeah, I talked about it in the last video, but we gonna talk about it some more. She been on fire since season 1. She been on fire. And can you imagine if the cameras went down and they just went to sleep and the viewers sat on it, the cast members sat on the fact that they think, or the idea that Uba knew, because it wasn't a fact. Nah, Jessel was like, nah, Uba, you my girl. Let's talk about it. And Jessel approached her because she believed that Uba knew, and she was upset. And then when she told Uba, like, this is what happened, and I think you were wrong, or Uba, you were wrong, and Uba didn't know, put them cameras back up. And I seen her kikiing on the couch with the production. I said, listen, y'all have to remember, and I literally, I'm gonna make a compilation because I be right, and it's hard because a lot of my videos are so many places. But when I first started watching Real Housewives of New York last season, I said, Brynn a plant. And I said it simply like that. I said, it's clear that Brynn knows someone. And who she knew? Lisa Vanderpump. I never thought that she was kicking it with no man to get on the show. She knew someone. I think she had the opening tagline. And somebody commented, because at the time, you have to remember, people wanted to like Brynn, and they didn't see through it. I did. They were like, an opening tagline doesn't mean nothing. Y'all are making up things. Y'all are making up things. I remember she was like, make me mad, I'll date your dad, or something like that. Or maybe it was closing tagline. And I think she has the closing tagline this season. And then Andy Cohen, we watched it on live last night, or we read it on live when I was on live last night. And we were talking about Andy Cohen's Hollywood Reporter interview, where he says Portia Williams embodies being, that's my radiator. It's like 2 degrees outside, so I'm in Chicago. Portia embodies being a housewife. Tamra embodies being a housewife. And so does Brynn. Brynn has the potential too. I'm sorry, Brynn being somewhere, the potential to be on the same level as those women, you're insane. Like, what? A plant, baby. A plant. Even how she moved like a housewife that know that they untouchable. And one thing about them, you can't never move like that. He can it with production, and the rest of them were not able to sleep. She said, I texted a producer. I mean, most likely it was Eric Fuller, right? Like, that's who she was hugging when she walked out. Remember, I was talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, how he either got removed or he left and went to New York because of how much his foot was in a lot of mess there. Someone commented for me to make a separate video. I saved your comment. I'm gonna gather my facts or rumors to make that video, okay? About Eric Fuller. The one thing I really laughed at, again, because this is the laughs that I had, was how Rebecca, Jenna, and Raquel were in that corner. Boy, when the other women was beefing, they moved around. Like, they were like, I have something to lose. They were brought for the celebrity factor. They were. They know why they're on this show. And other people do too. That's why Brynn was picking at Rebecca. That's why Brynn is, sucking up to Jenna. That's why they switched the tune at Jessel's Vogue or house party when she had whatever editor come from Vogue that walked up them stairs. But back to the clear slight that happens with Brynn, or the clear slight that happens with the other cast as opposed to Brynn. If you remember the beginning of this season 2, go back and watch episode 1. They start off with the opening credits scene, right? Like where they have to film the opening credits. And Brynn and Uba are beefing. Like, they're arguing. They're into it. Why didn't they show that yesterday's episode? Why are we getting a confessional of how Brynn wants to do? Oh, I'm so sad. None of these women care about me. She switched the victim so quick. Oh, loved it. I'm sorry, because like it's awful, but it was just such a skill that Brynn switched to being the victim after that. But why didn't they show Brynn and Uba getting into it? Because they cut to confessionals where they're like, and look at she's like, well, the rest of them are able to smile and laugh. And I can't. I can't smile and laugh like they can. But they didn't smile and laugh. And we saw it. I feel like they twisted. I'm telling y'all. She was a production favorite. And they really pushed her on her. And oh my God, I wish I could find that video. I was like, I'm sorry. Why do y'all want me to care about Brynn? She wasn't allowed to show her job, so we didn't know what she did. She wasn't allowed to show in her home, so we didn't know what her decor looks like. And you new age Real Housewives fans bother me, because I said this in another video and they're like, y'all sound like stalkers. That's literally the epitome of what we want to see as viewers for Real Housewives. We see what they do, we see how they move, we see their business, we see their homes. We don't stand outside their address, but we do get in the foot of whoever's holding that camera. And Brynn provided nothing last season. And this season, honestly. Like, literally, she was just a pot stirrer. That's all she does. And if you gonna be the white passing Carly Red, you gonna have to find something else, too. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Yeah.